Okay, here's your review of the test, and you will have to, because it's part of the assignments that the college requires, you will have to do a um like test review section, and you will be graded on that. So that's part of your grading here is doing a unit review. So after I get done reviewing for the test, you do the unit review. Anybody who didn't take the quiz the other day will take the quiz today, and then we're good. So, um, highest ever temperature recorded was 113. The lowest in the desert was 1 below 0. How do we write the 113? 113. How do we write 1 below 0? -1. 10/6 in decimal notation. Okay. It is 10 divided by 6. 6 goes into 10 once with 6, with 4 left over. Doesn't go in there, so we have to drop down a 0. 6 goes into 40 6 times, 36, and then that'll just keep repeating. The process will repeat forever. So 1.6 repeating is A. Greater than, less than, or equal to? Less than. -11 is less than 16. Greater than, less than, or equal to -17 and -9? Less than. What's the absolute value of -91? 91. What's -5 plus -3? -8. What's 4 plus -8? -4. Opposite signs adding, or same sides add and keep, opposite subtract. Then you use the sign of the whatever one. Blah 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 blah. So you subtract these two, and then since 8 has a higher absolute value, you use that sign. What do you have to do in problem number 8? You need a common denominator. -7/4 plus 10/4 is 3/4. -9 minus -2 is -9 plus 2, which is -7. -8 minus a -5 is -8 plus 5, which is -3. -8 times a -5 is a +40. When you multiply fractions, cancel what you can, and this is -14 over 13. -14 over 13. When you have three negatives, a negative times a negative times a negative is a negative. 8 times 2 is 16 times 10 is 160. 6/5, the reciprocal of 6/5 is 5/6. That's a reciprocal. So if you take 8/9 time, if you have it divided, you multiply by the reciprocal, -5 over 1. So you get -40 over 9. Okay, -7/44 is -7/44 times 11/7. 44 and 11 is 1 and 4. 7 and 7 cancels to be -1/4. 30 over 95. What number goes into both 30 and 95? 5. And then the y's cancel. So it's 6 and 19. That's negative. Commutative property. 74 plus b. If you commute them, it's b plus 74. Associative property. 97xy is 97xy. You don't move numbers around when you do the associative property. You just move parentheses. Leave the numbers in the same letters in the same order. And then multiply. 14 times m plus 3 is 14m plus 3 times 14 is 42. That's what your test will look like. Okay? Your assignment's out there on Math Excel. I will put the quiz back out there for those of you who need to take the quiz. Okay? So, or my math lab, not Math Excel, my math lab. All right, get to work, please.